una, ang buhay ay isang parang dagat na puno ng emosyon. Minsa'y banayad lamang ang alon, minsa'y binabagyo at lumalakas ang hampas ng problema at tayo naman ay kailangang sumabay sa agos nito. Ngunit paano tayo makakasabay kung tuloy-tuloy ang hampas ng lumbay na ibinibigay sa ating buhay? Samahan niyo akong tuklasin at himayin kung ano-anong suliranin ang dinaranas ng particular na sa mga guro at mag-aaral.
There are so many cases, things that makes a teacher stress. Actually, being a teacher is very stressful. Students, imagine, I have 5 sections to teach. In each section, we have 50 students. So 5 times 50 students, 50 varied personalities, 50 different issues, problems, and etc.
How do you manage it?
Well, we were taught here in school to deal with our students in a motherly way. Since teachers are second teachers, so we have to be motherly, not too friendly. We have to still be in authority inside the class. We have to make sure that each student will feel loved, cared, and valued. I manage stress through watching movies, counting from 1 to 10 when there's a student who is really unruly, because we have a child protection policy where we cannot speak or curse a student, we cannot touch, because sometimes they call it abuse already, even if it's still in a motherly way. I think 21st century teachers should be more patient and calm. Sometimes I go out of the classroom just to breathe fresh air, and then afterwards you have to go back again.
Okay, so there are a lot of factors actually, but the most striking here is the paperwork. Actually, it is given to us, and the paperwork that are unexpected, and then there's a need or there is an urgent deadline for that. That is very stressful among teachers.
How do you manage it?
Okay, so every time we encounter this one, we turn on, we ask help from our colleagues. It's really very important that we have to build like a rapport within our workplace, especially with our colleagues. So every time we have experience that, we turn to them, we ask help with them. And with that, yung stress natin, medyo at least nababawasan natin. Yes.
One of the causes of my stress are the following: unscheduled activities, paperwork, then sometimes the behavior of the students. And how I manage them? Well, through time management, and then proper strategies on how to handle the different behaviors of my students.
As a teacher, causes of stress, I think first is the discipline of the students. Sometimes, despite of how eager you are on your lesson to teach them of your lesson, because of their discipline, you're distracted and you become stressed. So that's one of the reasons or causes of stress. Another one is, of course, the work of our the number of works given to us, because we are not just teaching inside the classroom, but also there are also other requirements being asked by our school principal and other co-workers that need to be accomplished, and that's why we become stressed because of that. How I manage that? Siguro I try to feel relaxed first and focus. Okay, focus on the task that is given. Most especially if the problem is students. Okay, kasi sometimes our job is affected by the stress. So, kailangan maging focus ka lang and siguro try uh, to relax. Relax siguro and kailangan din enjoyin mo lang. Think the positive side of the situation.
Next question po is,
It's so difficult to answer. Kasi, number one, iba-iba din kasi yung stress coping mechanism ng bawat. But motivation per se, I would say that I really love cooking. I love the students. Although nakaka-cause sila ng stress, pero kapag yung isang lesson mo na-execute mo ng maayos, tapos nakuha mo yung pinaka-target objective mo, somehow, nababawasan yung stress, you became motivated again to enter another set of class, then yung parang the fulfillment that you out of the teaching is the one that really motivates you actually to move on every day. So, kumbaga parang kakayanin mo yun yung sinasabi ng trabaho. Kahit sabihin, additional na trabaho na ibinibigay sa teacher, isipin nyo lang na hindi, para sa bata, para sa bayan, parang ganun yung motivation ng teacher. So, ganun din ako.
First of all, they say teacher is the noblest profession of all. You cannot be a teacher if you are not patient, if you don't have compassion, if you really do not love teaching, because these students will really test you as a person and as a teacher. I think when the students smile and tell you how much thankful they are when they learn something from you, not just from their lesson but in life, yes, that's the most fulfilling part of being a teacher.
last question, as a teacher, how can you support or help students who are struggling with mental health?
Okay, actually, mental health is one of the hot issues today in education. Well, as a teacher, we don't have that proper seminar or trainings about assessing students with mental health, but we do have just a little bit of information. So what we can do is to assess the student physically, and then sometimes with their gestures, and sometimes with how they perform in school, and with that we can assess if there is really something wrong with the child. Now, if we find out that there's a red flag, okay, that the child is really have mental health issues, we have to refer it to our school psychologist. So since we have the guidance counselor, and she is a licensed, a psychologist, so I think he is the proper person who can help the student deal with the mental issues.
Thank you. Let's start. First question, what causes your stress and how do you deal with it while you're a student?
My stress is mostly from the pressure in my academics, and especially when the task and activities piles up. I manage it by managing my time and not pressuring myself too much.
Some of the causes of stress, in my opinion, as I encountered throughout my life, is probably on the subject and the filing works that they give us. Like, for example, like assignments. Assignments is a major cause, if you ask me, and all the activities that requires lots of energy, such as like reporting and trying to make visualize.
Next question is, what coping mechanisms do you use to deal with the stress and strain in your life?
Mostly, nag-exercise ako. Every morning, nag-exercise ako. And I do weightlifting. Tapos, pag may free time ako, play games ako para ma-relax din ako.
Sometimes in my free time, pag nagpapahinga, I usually play games or play music or go to my PC and surf. And sometimes, pag nagmo-multitask na ako habang gumagawa, nag-chill-chill na rin.
Third and last is, what motivates you to persevere despite those stressing?
Maybe my family, my friends, and at the same time, they have the expectation for me to graduate as well. So, in order to cope all of my stress, I have my family.
But they say in the end, if there's a dark tunnel, there's always light beyond it. So that's why even though it's very stressful, I work my hardest so that I can see the light and all of my hard work being accomplished in a good way, and it will benefit them. It will benefit me.
Main motivation ko is gusto ko maging successful as a student, after ko school, gusto ko maging successful. Gusto ko makatulong sa parents ko, tapos I wanna make them proud.
It is the dreams and aspirations that I have in life, and I also believe that everything will pass and all will be alright in life.
My main motivation ko ay yung matapos na lang talaga yung task para wala nang isipin. Kasi kung natapos mo na, makakagawa ka ng other tasks pa na mas important. Yun lang.
Mental health matters. Ang simpleng pagkalungkot ay maaaring magdulot sa mas malalang karamdaman.
3 sa bawat 10 Pilipino ang nakakaranas ng emotional problems, tulad ng lubhang pagkalungkot. At marami pa rin ang hindi bukas sa tulong para sa kanilang mental health.
Hindi biro ang pinagdaraanan ng mga estudyante maging ang mga guro na nakakaranas ng stress o mental health issues sapagkat daladala rin nila ang paghuhusga ng ibang tao na hindi lubos maunawaan ang kanilang sitwasyon.
Maraming tao ang mas pinipiling itago ang mga nararamdaman nila kaysa sila ay mahusgahan. Sana dumating ang araw na ang bawat isa sa atin ay makapagbahagi ng kanilang sarili ng walang takot at walang pagkukulit.